So you're doing Queen of the Ring events and everything is going good. What has happened since then? Like, what is the climate of battle rap now?
Now?
Yeah. Like, because to keep it, frank, people feel like battle rap has fallen off. They've said that Queen of the Ring has fallen off. And I know that you've kind of discussed some of this in the past a little bit, but like, what do you feel like has happened that has caused this situation to be where it's at now?
Number one, I don't like the fact that you said battle rap and Queen of the Ring is falling off. You could have just put that without having mentioned Queen of the Ring. Don't get caught in these streets, Panda.
You told me about to ask you that, right? In those words.
No, but I hear what you're saying though. We're talking about from 2008 to 2024, which is a lengthy time. As far as battle rap falling off, would I subscribe to it? A little bit, due to the fact that I've always said every 2 to 3 years the audience changes. People grow up and they lose interest due to the fact that they have jobs, families, and lives to lead. Nobody's going to sit there and watch a 40 to 50-minute battle all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? And there's multiple battles that come out. So, it's like a reality show. You got to catch up because one battle rapper would say something like this battle, where another battle rapper would say something about the battle rapper that said something about this event, shit like that. So it's a lot of keeping up with the Joneses and catching up, if you will. So, the audience does change. And there was a strong fanship of battle rap between 2007, 8-ish, all the way to like 2020, if you will. And pretty much a lot of things happened, whereas you had this YouTube and there wasn't like a Twitter around or Instagram, if you will, and stuff. A lot of people was fixated on YouTube and stuff like that. That would be the place to catch everything at and whatnot. So it's sort of like your community, so to speak. So, things happen, man. At the end of the day, battle rap is still around. It's dwindling climate, unfortunately, yes. But I think it'll get back around sometime in a new era. Right now, it's just a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things that'll catch your attention and stuff right now. Battle rap is not organized to the point where it's not like a WWE where everything is a one-stop shop. You go there to watch that, and that's it. Nowhere, no other place. You got a plethora of other battle rap leagues and stuff that you can go places. So people more follow the names as opposed to the league on the platform now, if you will. Because back then, the names is definitely, you still follow those, but everybody had their favorite platform. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a Queen of the Ring or URL or King of the Dot, Grindtown, so on and so forth, and that stuff. So,
I get what you're saying, because it's kind of like if you use the wrestling comparison, right? It's like you knew for a while you could only see Hulk Hogan on WCW, right? You could only see The Rock on WWE, so like you were locked into supporting that particular company.
Well, you had ECW, we had WCW, you had WWF or E, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that. And we all know the story. Vince McMahon ate up WCW and brought it to WWE. He also ate up ECW and brought it to WWE. Right. You know what I'm saying? So all your top stars that you wanted to see was at one spot. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, battle rap, it was a big competition, whereas everybody had their own platform and their own league, if you will. And, the best performers go to the best spots and stuff. So that's where you get to see.
Do you think that kind of ruined battle rap, where it was like, okay, for the at one time it was mainly like the two main ones that were being spoken about, right? At least from the male perspective, was King of the Dot and URL. Mm-hmm. But then like King of the Dot would get so many of the URL guys on their cards all the time. So it wasn't like, I remember one time they were talking about like, oh, what if we did a King of the Dot versus URL? But it's like Smack was like, well, you guys already get so many of our rappers anyways to go on your card, so it doesn't really make sense. It was no like loyalty specifically to the brand.
Right. Well, technically speaking, a lot of these artists weren't signed. Like a lot of big artists, they would probably refuse to sign to a company due to the fact that they feel like they can get more money elsewhere. Not just being stagnant in one spot. They would get money here, then they could go there, then go there and go there. You know what I'm saying? So
that was done a little bit later, right? Where it was like, I signed you for like 3 battles.
Yeah, a little bit later, right? Because URL started getting hit to what the battle rappers were doing. It was like, nah, we got to figure this out because at the end of the day, business-wise, it's not conducive to us to have these artists all over the place and they just not focusing on what they should focus on. Now, it depends on who you're speaking to. Because me as a league owner, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the same boat as a URL or a King of the Dot. I wouldn't want my artists to be traveling all over the place because you never know when they're going to fall lackluster on any platform. And hopefully it's not mine. You feel what I'm saying? But whereas a King of the Dot would employ mostly, a lot of the URL artists and stuff like that, you got to also remember, being, respectful towards King of the Dot, they had their own fan base and their own audience.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of these battle rappers would go to King of the Dot to cater to a different fan base and a different audience, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get the same product, but the product is getting towards a fan base that URL or Queen of the Ring doesn't have, if you will. So, but I will say this. A lot of the artists have kind of wore themselves out thin and was in a lot of places that wasn't given a A game. Had they gave their A game, then we wouldn't be having this conversation where battle rap would be quote unquote falling off and stuff like that. The material is just not up to par as it probably once were. And a lot of these rappers are saying the same thing over and over again. It's just sonically to your ear, you might not think it is, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that person's voice is the same voice repetitive over and over. They doing the same schemes, the same 4-bar setups, the same this, that, and the third as far as like 4-bar setups or whatever, then it's the same. Yeah, the material work might sound different, but the sound would sound the same. So a lot of people kind of weighing off on that, like, oh, I'm tired of battle rap. I heard the same person and this, that, and the third.
Don't you think that it's such a tough business though? Like, I know you got from the league perspective, it was really tough, but also depending on it from a battle rapper's perspective of like, depending on this for my main way to eat. Like, how do you continue to support yourself off of doing one battle here, one battle there? It's like not a lot of these guys were getting paid like,
Here's the thing. For me anyway, battle rap kind of little by little came into that type of financial business that was fruitful for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people intended. It depends on who you speak to. I don't think a lot of people intended to this to be financial. You know what I'm saying? Like fruitful for everybody, if you will. Whereas URL was the leading brand to make it that. You understand? People didn't probably see it as a business until URL made it into a business and stuff like that. I'm not taking nothing away from Grind Time or King of the Dot because there was the early forefathers in battle rap too and whatnot. I'm pretty sure they was doing their business as well. But whereas, the grapevine would be, oh, such and such is getting paid this, oh, such and such is getting paid that, and stuff like that. So a lot of people would know a lot of people's business on who's getting paid what and how the financials is getting wrapped around to whereas the owners are getting paid this amount of money if they do it this way and stuff like that. So for me, I utilize it as a tool to just promote the artists that I had to get them to a bigger and better place and stuff like that. Because, yes, I love the money and stuff, but I know what I was actually doing it there for. I was, to move the culture, to have women have a say-so in the culture and stuff like that. If we can get paid, shit, that's great too. So I was looking for avenues and ways to get it done, if you will. So the more popular we got, the more money we gained and the events that we had. So, it was more of a hustle and bustle when it comes to battle rap. A lot of deals and big time deals and stuff like that landed on a URL desk more than any other probably and stuff like that. Whereas we'll get paid, I can't say a week because me, Bads and Big kind of nurtured it. Our company helped grow a lot of our artists. A lot of other companies would utilize a battle rapper that's already popular to get their gains from that. Because if they know they're getting a battle rapper A that'll get you 1 million views within a month, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? That fan base is going to follow battle rapper A to where he's going over here, to platform A over here. You feel what I'm saying?
You grew yours from the soil.
Right. Pretty much.